Yo, what's up, bud? Welcome back. Jamie here today with Dylan. WWE Survivor Series 2023. And you can see we're both wearing the shirts. It's tonight.
Look in these eyes, baby!
We might as well just start off with it. We're going to spend 20 minutes talking about it. So we might as well. Is CM Punk coming back tonight? Is that a question? We already got the poll going up. We already got 3 votes. 67% say yeah, 33 say no.
You want to check those results again, as I just thought?
Oh, it's just gone up again. 75% say yeah. So you're going with yeah. If you were betting, you're going with yeah.
It's his hometown. He's got fucked by the other company. He's ready. He wants to come back. You know what I mean? His work was great at AEW, except for the harsh shit he had to deal with.
True.
We want him back. There's a different structure at WWE. Punk's a different guy altogether as well. Everyone's different. Everything's happened. Everything's changed. Never say never, and suddenly he's back.
I want him to come back. I do want him to. I mean, tonight would be the night, wouldn't it? But I mean, I guess the major roadblock would be like, I mean, there's been reports today saying that he's been talking to, wrestlers who are in WWE. Because that'd be maybe him, Triple H, and the wrestlers who he's pissed off, wouldn't it? That'd be the main, roadblock or whatever.
Who's there that he's pissed off? And I'm pretty sure Triple H is there.
Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens. And I think
he never worked with Kevin Owens. How did he piss him off?
I think years ago in ROH or something, there was a story like he told Kevin Owens to stop wearing a shirt or something. I don't know, some shirt thing or something. I don't know. Years ago.
Well, like I said, like everyone's changed. Like I doubt.
Yeah, true.
I'm like Roman cares. Like Roman's the.
Yeah, well, that's the main complaint I've seen from people. Always a locker room cancer. Why would they want him there? The wrestlers won't want him there. And it's like, well, first of all, it's a business. Like, what is it, TKO or whatever? The merge with UFC and WWE. They're all about money, aren't they? So clearly, they're going to be seeing the statistics of CM Punk, and then be like, well, why not bring him back?
Yeah, and it's like he's a merch seller over there, but again, it's like their own branded T-shirt sells out more than most of their wrestlers. So is that really a good example?
True, but he was only on TV for 2 months of this year, and he was the second seller.
Yeah, so that's got to be thing. The fact that he outsold an arena on a rumor.
True.
On a not even like he's coming back. It was a fucking rumor.
Yeah, it was just hearsay or whatever. It wasn't like an actual, I mean, I can see the positives of bringing him back.
You got the company's first million views. You got AW's first million views.
Yeah, I mean, obviously WWE are doing great right now in ratings and merch and attendance and all that. They don't need CM Punk, but it wouldn't help. It would help, wouldn't it? It would definitely boost up more, numbers.
Yeah, and I think it's less about in terms of like them needing him and more like Punk just wants to go there. I think he wants because he spoke about people he'd want to wrestle with, and he's mentioned people in the roster in WWE, I'm sure.
Well, let's not forget he was literally there in April, wasn't he, backstage at Raw visiting until he got asked to leave or whatever.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure because he's been allowed backstage, so someone said yeah. There's no way someone's gone, come backstage. They've had to have gotten yes from someone, and it's reached someone else who went, that might not be a good idea. Tell him.
Well, that was the story. When he talked to The Miz, apparently he talked to Triple H, and then he was told maybe it's better if you leave, because I think he was still technically under AW contract, so I can understand why they wouldn't want him there.
It's they don't want to have the rumors of them, contract tampering again.
Well, yeah, Tony's already saying that anyway, isn't there? He's always fucking spouting that out, which is just...
I'm just not going to take it anymore.
We can look at the evidence. One of the big things to me is Cult of Personality, the remastered, being released today, or was it yesterday or whatever?
Yeah, why would that...
The timing of that's just, I mean, fucking hell. I mean, of all the fucking days of the year to release it, you do it,
within the 24 hours before the pay-per-view race, quote unquote, might return.
True. I've seen other evidence as well. There's a wrestler in NXT called Cora Jade, and she's a big CM Punk fan. She posted a picture of her and him on her Instagram and then deleted it 10 minutes later. So
yeah,
you could look at that either way. You could be like WWE saying take it down, you're ruining surprise, or it could be well, take it down because he's you're feeding into the hype and he's not going to be there or whatever. But,
but then you don't got the evidence in terms of the story that they've all been telling in the company.
WWE have literally been hinting at it themselves. The USA Network Twitter accounts have been hinting at it. It's like it's just been fan made up. There's been actual evidence on their show, so
So it can't just be a matter of people just doing it because we'll get people talking about the product.
Yeah, there's got to be something there. There has to be. And it's been 9 years since he was gone. Obviously, Vince was on Stone Cold's podcast like a year or two after that, and he's like, I would like him back. Obviously, burn the bridges and all that shit, but I don't know, man. I hope he does. Austin, welcome to the stream. How's it going, mate? I really do. I hope he comes back, because if he ain't, I mean, the match against Samoa Joe, we were there live, obviously, for it, but even if we weren't there live, it still would have been a great, last match for him, but I don't know, man. I feel like that last WWE run, even if it's only 5 months or some shit till WrestleMania, it's still, a good way to go out.
Yeah, even but I don't want him to go out like that. I want him to have his WrestleMania moment. I want him to main event at Mania. And he could do,
he could do 2 nights now, yeah.
But it's all a matter of, which one do you count as the main one? Because I don't think he's got...
It'd be night 2 would be the last match, wouldn't it?
So I'm wondering, because I don't think his ego's there anymore, is it?
No. I mean, just look at what he was doing in AEW. He was wrestling all the, fucking, I don't want to say jobbers, but you know what I mean? He was wrestling the lower card guys, wasn't he, when he first came in?
Yeah, but he was doing that kind of stuff as well back in WWE, but...
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like he's not going to come in WWE and be like, I want to beat Roman Reigns, I want to be champion and all this shit. He's not going to be doing anything like that.
I don't even think he would want, because he said he didn't want to run for the AEW title.
That was Tony's idea, wasn't it? Yeah, so...
Yeah, it was the boss's idea, so... And I doubt Triple H is going to say, oh, go for the title. No one's going
to... They might do the match, obviously, but Roman should win that match if they do that match.
If Roman's the champ by that time.
Yeah, true. Tylee, welcome to the stream. Is he coming or not, CM Punk? I mean, Dylan says yeah. I want him to, but I don't know. I'm going to have to say no. I don't think it's happening.
Oh, you bitch. I
want him to. Obviously, I'm wearing the fucking shirt. Obviously, I want him to, but...
You don't believe.
I've seen too much either way. Obviously, we could look at the Bray Wyatt situation when he came back. They were... subtly teasing it and all that. It didn't come back till the very end of the show when the lights went off and everything like that. They could do something similar tonight, or my theory would be Shinsuke comes out. Shinsuke's coming out on the mic, open challenge or whatever, and see him. That'd be the way to do it. People saying, oh, maybe he replaces Randy Orton. They're not going to do that. Randy Orton's going to wrestle tonight because they've been promoting the shit out of it. They're not just going to be like, oh, by the way, he's still injured. They're not going to do that.
He got attacked backstage and he doesn't come out.
Nah, no way. If Punk's coming back, it's against Nakamura, or he's just going to cut a promo.
Well, if the strike happens and it's the devil.
I could see him taking the piss if he does come back, comes out in a devil mask and then just rips it up or some shit like that. I don't know, but
no,
he wouldn't let him do that.
I don't think he would do that even if he could, because he'd be doing MJF dirty a bit. I don't think he wants to do that.
True. But I think, say he does come back, what do you think his story would be? Do you think they would blur the lines a little bit? Because with Punk, they always sort of did that, didn't they? With
Maybe, but I think you're right. He's gonna do the challenge. He's gonna do a match with Shinsuke. But I think he's gonna then get the mic. He's gonna cut a promo.
Possibly, unless they save that for Raw to try and get off SmackDown.
No, they have to let him say something.
Oh, you'll definitely. I mean, maybe he'll address the crowd after the pay-per-view goes off the air. He'll definitely say something.
Because I definitely think he's gonna say something about being elite and being young. He's gonna make a pot shot at them. Because why wouldn't he? He has to.
Or maybe maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't acknowledge him at all. Maybe that's the better thing to do.
I want to, because then I want it to be like, swing, serve, you can't hit me.
True. Yeah.
He's been silent for months on end over this. And yet there's been pot shots from their side constantly. You know what I mean? Of all these articles of sources close to the Young Bucks, sources close to CM Punk, sources close to the source, say this. It's like,
say this, say that, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, say he does come back, obviously the Shinsuke match, it would be one and done. I think, technically, for WrestleMania, I'd rather say Seth Rollins or possibly Stone Cold. Because Stone Cold did wrestle last year against Kevin Owens. And he has talked about he would do another one. I mean, if Punk was there, why not? You know what I mean?
I guess, but I don't know if I want to see how that match goes. I
don't even want it for the match. I just want it for the promo. I just want it for the story they would tell.
I wouldn't even have it like that. I wouldn't even have him face Stone Cold. I'd have Stone Cold come out and cut a promo with him, and they'd be cutting promos, and he'd be like, "No, I'm not going to wrestle. I'm too old for that." And then you get someone else. And who does he get? Who did Kevin Owens? Kevin Owens gets Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I mean they could do. They got. I mean that was what was shit. What was that report? Now didn't Punk pitch he wanted to face Kevin Owens? What the fuck was that? Raw Rumble or something? Remember we talked about it a few months ago or something.
I remember.
It was something someone reported that Punk was pitching to come back and face Kevin Owens or some shit and get eliminated at the Royal Rumble and all that shit. I remember reading something like that, but
again, that was a close source to CM Punk, unless I hear it from his mouth.
Yeah, well, I mean, the close source to CM Punk apparently is saying he has been talking to higher ups in WWE, so I don't know, man.
Like, why would you just be? See, that's another thing. Like, there's been in talks, but it's like there's something's happening. Like, yeah, at any point this could stop.
And all these people point, well, Dave Meltzer says that it's not going to happen. It's like, why the fuck would they leak it out to Dave Meltzer? There's probably 5 people at the most who know he is coming back if he is coming back. They're not going to tell everyone, are they? It's going to be like 5 people.
Yeah, and how does Dave know? Like, where's Dave? Dave has no one. Who's he hanging
And
out
even
with?
if he does, it's just someone who works backstage who's silently texting him. It's not someone who's going to be in the know, is it? It's not someone who's going to be like, higher up in the company. Because why would they leak it to Dave Meltzer? Like, what's the point?
Yeah, but why would they tell him that he's not coming though? Like, why would they talk to him in general? Like,
True, exactly. Well, that's the thing with Dave, innit? You can't prove it. You could just say, make anything up, but source told me. But I'm not going to tell you the source is, so,
Things change.
Plans change, exactly. But if he is coming back, probably 5 people know. Triple H, Vince, probably Nick Khan as well. Maybe someone else involved in the business side.
Someone at TKO.
Facing or whoever,
I would believe that Dana White would know, since the whole TK thing, TKO, whatever, they're all involved.
Maybe, but I don't think Dana, because I doubt Dana tells Vince about UFC stuff.
Yeah, they're all part of that board, aren't they? So it would be
but yeah, possible. And I guess because the connection with UFC, Punk did fight twice, so
yeah, and he does do a lot of commentary for like the
True, yeah, it's possible.
MAA or mixed, all the other underground fights, whatever they're called.
The big evidence I go back to is the same with Cody Rhodes, or was it last year now, or just over a year ago, when until the last day, even Dave Meltzer's like, oh no, Cody's not going there. They burned bridges. They're never gonna have him back, and then he turns up at WrestleMania. So they're not going to leak it out if he is coming back, so...
Yeah, and yet people will pay that uncle of theirs, that guy with no interest, Uncle Dave, 15 quid or whatever, a month.
Yeah, for some bullshit that anyone could do.
His opinions. You can get ours for free on here.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's his opinions, but he tries to make it like, oh no, it's fact, this is what's going to happen. And then it's, plans change.
1.5 stars. We're going to start rating matches, I think we should.
Well, he gave fucking Hangman versus Swerve 5 stars, and he's like, I don't really like death matches, but I have to give this 5 stars. Like, why do you have to give it 5 stars? Why? Because your elite cronies would be mad at you because you don't give it 5. Like, what the fuck?
Why would they be mad at him? They're not even speaking to Hangman, so it doesn't make sense.
It's all about friendship. But anyway,
friendship.
WWE. I don't know if you know much about what's going on currently, do you? But
no, I know. I know Asuka and Bayley are best friends. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, but that turn's coming. They're gonna. Well, as a talk, that's the first match, I think. So the women's War Game match. We've got 2 War Games matches tonight. I think they'll probably start off with the women. Obviously, the men's have been a main event, but we got Shotzi, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, and Charlotte against Damage Control and Asuka. Well, I guess Asuka's part of Damage Control now, so it's just Damage Control, really.
Yes,
with Kairi Zayn as well.
Well, I'd say it would be like Asuka and Kairi Zayn with Damage Control, because Kairi Zayn isn't technically part of Damage Control either, is she?
No, but I mean, they sort of made them members on SmackDown the other week. They gave them T-shirts, if that means anything, but,
Yeah, I guess. Well, if we go by AEW rules, give someone a T-shirt, you're automatically, like, best friends.
True, yeah. But the way they've been teasing this, it seems like they're going to, kick Bayley out of it and probably take control of it.
Like, every time Asuka's near Bayley's, like, daring for her life. Like, oh, my God. I'm like, that's just great. I fucking love it.
Bayley's so underrated, man. Like, I really think she should win the Royal Rumble next year, but I don't think she will.
Why? Like, who's got the
Well, there's 2 titles, and
Rhea's
got 1, and SmackDown. Who the fuck has got a SmackDown?
Oh, that Thingy's got it. What's her name?
Oh yeah, Sky's got it. Yeah, how could I forget that? It's because she don't have it in this graphic there. I didn't see it. Usually have the title, don't I? But she don't have it there.
I don't know.
They sort of have too many belts. The same with AEW. You sort of lose track after a bit.
I think for the women's they don't have it. They
have problem with the women's though, like one of them's called the Women's Championship, and then one of them's called the World Championship, or the Heavyweight Championship, or whatever. And it's like there's not much difference between the name. At least with Raw and SmackDown, you knew which one was which. But
I think that's what's going to happen at Royal Rumble. Like Bayley's going to win the belt from Sky. It's going to be.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, especially if you kick her out of the group and she turns face.
And do the face run. And if Sasha's leg heals up, maybe we'll have a
Yeah, I mean, people are saying, because Bayley posted a picture of her and Sasha on Instagram, so maybe people are saying Sasha comes back tonight, which I doubt, but...
Doubt it. Raw
you never
Rumble.
know.
That's a Raw Rumble return.
Yeah, but there's a few stories going into this as well. Becky and Charlotte teaming up. They fell out like 2 years ago, you know, for
They
legit.
fell out years ago.
Yeah, but now that I guess they're mending fences and, you know, they're sort of getting along together, which, you know, goes to show you that's what you should do. Unlike the Elite and Punk, which never
Even if
fucking
they
happened.
don't like each other,
Put it aside and just work together for business.
it's
but...
one match, and it's not necessarily you're gonna have to. It's not necessarily you have to actually do anything together in the match. You know, Charlotte doesn't take you in. You don't have to check talent. You don't have to do spots together.
Yeah, true.
You know, you're obviously working together. You're both professionals. You don't want to hurt your opponent. You don't want to hurt your team. You want to put on a good show. It's a matter of like egos aside, issues aside. Let's give a good show. Let's do this right. And
Yeah.
you know, you got Triple H, but he's been a part of enough controversies in that company to know, like, look, this, you know, you don't want to be going this route. Look at Shawn and Britt. It was unnecessary for how long that went on, and Vince let it go on for that long.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people on. I mean, back to the Punk thing for a second. A lot of people saying like Triple H, obviously, he's in charge now, and he's always listening to the fans. But the thing I haven't seen mentioned is his history with Punk. Like, that's gonna play into it a little bit. I mean, obviously, like you just said, he's not a wrestler anymore anyway. So maybe, you know, egos aside and do business. But you know,
yeah. But I think there's also that factor of like Hunter knows. I think they did Punk there. In a sense, like he knows that his ego got the better of him in those situations, so he's probably like, you know what, I've changed, he's changed, we're able to talk, we're able to communicate better, you know, let's do this right, let's do it, you know, and plus, like, it's not that the fact that I'm trying to make myself, I need to put a good product, so that means I've got to put like that ego part of me aside, you know, I've got to make the best business decision. Even though we're doing great, even though, you know, the company's doing great, we don't need it, we don't want it necessarily. The fact that we can give something great and, you know, just make
a moment,
make a better product, well. give a moment to the crowd.
And let's not forget, give a nice little bitch slap to Tony as well, because they signed CM Punk, and then Punk appears on Raw or whatever. The ratings go up, what, 300,000, 500,000, whatever.
Yeah,
then,
you know what I mean. And that's what I'm thinking as well. Like, Punk has to be. I'm not saying he's being vindictive. He's got to have a little bit of like, I just want to rub a little bit of salt, even if it just shows up for Survivor Series for one night, just to be like, fuck yous.
Especially tonight because it's Collision and Rampage 3 hour. Which again, what the fuck? Like, people bitch fears, oh, Raw's 3 hours, but when it's Collision and Rampage back to back for 3 hours, they're fine with it. It's like, what? Well, ain't that too much wrestling as well? It's all the same company, it's the same people.
I think to play devil advocate, like, Collision is like a new product and it's all new stuff, isn't it? So they're like, oh, give us more because we like it. Whereas Raw, it's like, oh,
it's Collision, which used to be good when Punk was there. Now it's just Dynamite extended. That's all it is. And Rampage is just like, what the fuck is Rampage? Like,
what is the point of Rampage? To be fair,
exactly. But that's their way to compete against Survivor Series tonight with their 3 hour, you know, showing of whatever the fuck. I don't know what matches they've got on there. Who knows? I don't think it matters anyway.
It doesn't at the end of the day.
But yeah, back to this Women's War Games match. I think the faces are going to win. Because the whole story they're doing with Bayley and Damage Control, like I said, I think that's going to come into play with the finish. And I think probably Becky or Charlotte will get the win. Maybe.
Well, what if it's a matter of like Damage Control do win when it's a matter of they Bayley's not done anything. Like, they pushed Bayley out. They didn't tag Bayley. They didn't get Bayley in. Bayley didn't do much because it was just those three working together doing the work to tell that story.
Or like, there's a spot with Bayley like getting off the cage or something, and she's out of the match for a bit, and it's just them three, you know.
Yeah, and it's kind of like doing that part where, oh, do we really need Bayley? Like, what do we need Bayley for?
Yeah, I could see that happening as well. Because to be fair, the faces don't necessarily need the win. Like, Shotzi is the odd woman out, really. Becky, Charlotte, and Bianca, they're all already made,
what
really.
The fuck like, why does Shotzi look like that? Like,
well, she shaved her head to help with her cousin because she was going through chemo, but now I gotta say, like, I know you didn't see SmackDown, but she did some, you know, the typical when someone's acting crazy and they do just the I'm crazy, like all that shit, you know, just the typical. That's what she was doing. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
So not as good as Nikki Cross.
No, and even Nikki Cross, I couldn't really stand either, but this is just even worse. And even Becky and Charlotte both sat the ring, just like, yeah, you know, okay.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I'd probably go what you said. Maybe Damage Control will win, but they sort of like, why do we need Bayley anymore?
It's either like they win and Bayley's been the other one out, or the other team win. They aren't Damage Control, whatever. But like it's Bayley that gets to take the pin. She's the one who gets pinned. To be like to emphasize that I need that she's the odd one out. She's because that's the story that you're gonna tell. You've got to plant those seeds by doing those things.
Sure. Next match has already been changed, but originally was Carlito versus Santos Escobar, but now they did an injury angle. Carlito's not I'm guessing he is injured legit, because I don't know why the fuck you would take him out of the match, but it's going to be Dragon Lee versus Santos now, and easy win for Santos.
Dragon Lee?
You might not. He's related to Bruce. He was on... Do you remember that match months ago, the trios match? And he took his mask off, you remember? And it just went out. That was him. That's Dragon Lee.
Yeah. Why the fuck has WWE got him?
Because apparently Roosh or Andrade told him to like go to WWE, they'll treat you better than you are here. And then he went to NXT and now he's been called up to SmackDown.
Wow. That just shows. Like if he's been taken from like a dog shit point in AEW to like NXT, like not even NXT, like goes to like the Performance Center, is then going to go to NXT to then get drafted to be like in a jobber match in a break set in a big pay-per-view. That's gotta say something, you know what I mean? That's gonna
true.
They've got to like him a little bit to be like, we can do something with him in the future.
Yeah, no doubt, true. But it's going to be an easy win for Santos because now he's a heel and he took Rey Mysterio out of action. Rey Mysterio's getting in surgery now, so Santos is the heel, easy win. I'm guessing Carlito's injured, which is a shame because this was going to be his first match back in like 12, 13 years, and now he's not even having it.
Oh, we're not counting Raw Rumbles.
The first one-on-one singles match.
One-on-one with a mediocre guy that no one really cares for.
He's not bad, Santos. He's doing better work now as a heel, but this roster's so big as well, and it's kind of hard to stand out, I guess. But this next match, you know what? This has been a good build. I don't know if you've seen much of it, where it's Gunther against The Miz. The Miz is a face once again, and this story, I mean, it's a typical, Gunther's like, oh, Miz used to get bullied in school, and he's pushing him. He's like, no, come on, Mike, do something. Come on, stop being bullied. And The Miz finally stands up to him and all that. It's basic storytelling, obviously, but when you watch AEW and there's no storytelling at all, this is a breath of fresh air. This is like, thank fuck, finally something.
Yeah, what are you seeing? Is it kind of like a David versus Goliath kind of thing?
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Because The Miz isn't that big a guy. Like, he's built really good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
true.
love The Miz. I think The Miz is like, honestly, he's like Bayley. He's so underappreciated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he is underappreciated. And this is the battle for the IC title, which they both have history with. The Miz, if he wins this, I think he beats Jericho's record to be the most held, IC champion or whatever.
Oh, they're doing
he's
that.
Not gonna. Nah, he's not going. I don't think Gunther's losing this belt till Royal Rumble, maybe at the earliest. He's done it in 500 days.
Yeah, are they trying to beat the Honky Tonk Man's record or something?
I think he beat it a few weeks ago. I think he is the longest reigning now, so he could technically lose it at any point now.
So I don't see why not now. Like end of the year, going into the fresh start.
I guess, yeah, and then you push him to the world heavyweight picture or whatever. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah. Depending on what you do after Roman, you know what I mean? Because he's got to drop it next year.
Oh yeah, Roman has to drop it to Coda. No doubt. But I'd say Gunther versus Seth, maybe. That'd be a good matchup.
Yeah, you're not doing Punk angle.
Yeah, if you're not doing Punk, yeah, true. But I don't know. I'd say Gunther keeps it tonight.
While we're on the Punk thing for another second, did you see our boy on Twitter when he was posted? Our boy, the Ryback.
Oh shit, yeah, I completely forgot that. Oh my god. If Punk shows up tonight, I'm gonna retire. I read that, I was like, I thought you was already retired. When the fuck did you wrestle again? When's the last match you had? I thought you was already retired.
I'm pretty sure he said, should I quit wrestling like on a poll?
Oh, the poll, yeah. Now we've got the trolls out the way. Let's do it again.
Okay. And then I think he got even more votes to leave. He's like, right, guys, you're not taking this seriously. I'm not doing it at all.
I mean, I'll give him a little bit of credit. Did you see the tweet he wrote? Because he started promoting his whatever the fuck it is and said the same tweet. So he's just trying to get eyeballs, and he's like, "Oh, CM Punk's trending. I'll tweet
give
about
him
CM
that.
Punk."
Give him that. He's grinding.
But still, man, what the fuck?
Just to add to that CM Punk news, I thought.
Like Triple H is going to see that. Oh, now we have to bring in Punk. If Ryback says he's going to retire, we have to bring him in now.
That'd be so funny. And did he do a press? Would they do a press come after this?
Yeah, they've already announced they're doing one. Yeah, that's where people are like, "Well, Punk's gonna be there." I'm like, "Well, they do it for every pay per view, so that don't necessarily mean Punk's gonna be there." But
if he shows up, then he's definitely gonna.
Yeah, you know he's gonna mock the fucking last one he did if he is there. We'll have the muffins out and all that.
No, I think he'll have some of MJ's pickles, but like they'll have it covered up so it looks like normal pickles.
He'll probably make some comment about a pickle if they don't actually have one there.
They are. When he sticks to the place, goes, "This is a bit of a pickle." We've been very strict. And they don't hug. They don't hug. They don't hug.
Oh, no, they don't hug. No.
Triple H goes, "No hug." And Vince like, "I don't do awkward hug."
Imagine it's just 20 minutes of them two just subtly throwing jabs at Tony Khan. It's like, it's getting a little bit cold outside. You want to build a snowman? Ariel Howard is there. It's like, oh, that's like an unbiased journalist right there. So much potential. Like, okay, now.
That's fucking brilliant. You bastard. You got me there.
But yeah, back to this match real quick. You think Miz might win? I think Gunther's gonna keep the belt.
You know what? I'm shooting for the moon with this one because I love the Miz. Miz is winning.
I think it's possible, but I think if he was gonna win, they'd probably rematch it and he wins it.
No, because I feel like
screwed over tonight. Like he almost wins Imperium or something, maybe like get involved and then
yes, he could do that. And then it's Royal Rumble, but I'm thinking like, excuse me. Imagine Gunther winning the Royal Rumble though. To go for
the last two this year, wasn't he, with Cody? Cody eventually got him out, but
so you know what I mean. So that idea of like, you know what, forget that belt. I've made that belt the best I can. If Miz wants to ruin that, that's fine. I don't care. I should be going after bigger goals. You know what I mean? I am better than that belt.
The story is there, and I guess well, how many? That's the only title on. No, there's 2 titles on the line tonight. But yeah, I mean, I guess they could do what the title change.
Yeah.
Maybe they call an audible. It depends on like if the crowd's behind the Miz or not. Like, if the crowd's really behind the Miz, then
maybe they could do. But yeah. I'm feeling like it could be it.
The other titles on the line, we've got Rhea Ripley versus Zoey Stark. This is an easy way for Rhea. Rhea's not losing this belt until at least WrestleMania, if not longer.
Who is this woman? I know Mammy.
She was with Trish Stratus for a few months, and now she's by herself. I couldn't tell you much about her, really. I first thought she was related to Ricky, but apparently no relation to Ricky, so
why is she suddenly getting a title shot?
On Raw, there's barely any women. All the women are on SmackDown, really, like the big names. Well, think about what they got: Becky, Charlotte, Bayley, Bianca,
Where's Shayna Baszler?
Baszler's on Raw, but they haven't done Rhea versus Baszler yet. Thank fuck it's not Nia Jax, I'll say that much. I mean, Jesus Christ.
What about our queen? What about our queen, Tamina?
She ain't been seen in a while, She only shows up when she wants to.
Oh, yeah, you know what I mean? Why was she, who could tell her what to do?
True. Nobody meaner than Tamina. But yeah, easy win for Rhea. Like I've been saying, I think it's Rhea versus Becky at WrestleMania. That's my bet anyway. But
I think that's the way to go. But who wins it is something we'll discuss on that when it comes around.
Oh yeah, true. But apart from that, the main event tonight, obviously the men's war game match. We got the returning Randy Orton teaming up with Seth, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn against Judgement Day and Drew McIntyre.
and fake Juice Robinson.
Oh, he's a part of it now, JD. JD, what the fuck does Cornet call him now? JD Funko Pop or something like that.
Oh my god, I love Jimmy's a legend. He really fucking is.
But obviously, there's a lot of stories going into this, but the big story is Randy Orton returning after a year and a half being out injured. And the big story playing into this, if you saw Raw, Jay's reaction, because Jay Uso was part of the reason why in kayfabe Randy Orton got taken out.
Jay's
so
like,
going into
Jay's
this
there
match,
like going, Cody, my boy, my dog. I did things to that man.
he's like, do you think you forgot? It's been a year and a half. Do you think you remember?
He's a revengeful kind of guy. He's even vindictive. Is it true?
Is it true to go back and watch all of Orton's history? I mean, yeah, it is true.
he's having those flashbacks like, oh, I hope he blames Roman more than me for that.
So that's the major conflict going into it. I'm assuming Randy's gonna RKO Jay. I think that's a given. But the question is, did he go the extra mile and does he RKO Cody? Because I feel like Cody versus Randy has to happen. Maybe not straight away. Maybe you build up to it, but that's the obvious choice to me because it keeps Cody busy until the Roman match. Because you can easily do 2 or 3 matches of Orton versus Cody.
Yeah, but do you want to do those matches after he has the belt? So it's a matter of like.
Well, you could come back to it after he has the belt.
Yeah, but then it feels like it's just you repeat something you've already done. I feel like it gives it because like imagine like Cody has the belts, right? Raw WrestleMania has always got the belts.
Yeah. Well, the belt is just one belt now.
Whatever,
yeah.
Right, he's got the belt. Who do you think's a legit threat? Who do you think? Oh shit! I want to see the belt on him. I can see the belt. It'd be Randy Orton. You'd be like,
be Randy Orton, yeah, definitely.
I want to see the belt on Randy Orton. So you want to save that until after, I would say. I'd say
all right. So why did they play the long game with it? And Orton and Cody are friends. Obviously, they've got the history of legacy. And Orton turns the night after Cody wins the belt or something like that.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like between after this, obviously I think they win the match or whatever. But Orton does RKO Jay, and that's the storyline for Jay to have a single.
To be fair, you could, because then you could have Orton and Cody versus the Bloodline. In a way.
Yeah.
Orton's going back for revenge. Cody obviously wants the title off Roman.
Yeah, you could bring Kevin Owens back in with Sami.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You know. You've got because I think that's the storyline. I think you do need, and it gives Jay like his own solo story. You know what I mean? He's not in a tag team. He's not in with his family. It's like this man's out for blood. And it helps build that like after he beats him, you can have like Jim or whatever come out or solo to like, oh, I'm gonna help my brother, and that's when that's when it fuels that like Randy say, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you all, taking your heads.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to do Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania? Brother versus brother? Because I feel like that's where they're going with it right now.
Yeah, well, it depends on what happens with the Bloodline in general. Like, if maybe the idea of, like, Orton does take them all out, tries to go for Roman at... Well, what is it?
Rumble.
No,
Orton versus Reigns, Raw Rumble.
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking Chain more.
Well,
because
do you think Cody wins Raw Rumble?
Yeah.
How does Cody get the title match otherwise?
No, I'm saying like Roman has his solo match with
Orton.
With Orton.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Right.
At Chamber. Yeah.
But like he's getting hit with the chair, like Roman's about to take him out. That's when Cody runs in to give the save, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but how do you get Cody to Roman?
Don't they have a match at that Chamber for a title shot?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, either for a title shot or the actual championship itself. So I guess you could do the title shot.
I'd do the title shot for Cody.
Yeah.
You know, you can have like Solo in there and Jimmy in there, so it's a matter of like, he's got 2 guys that are gonna, stop him from getting to that moment. But I would have like Orton and Roman have that match. Orton's like loses, but Roman absolutely destroy. He's about to destroy him and put him out again. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm gonna do this again. Cody comes out, and it helps build up that continuation of like, I'm protecting my friend. He's coming out. It's another layer to the story of like why Cody has to win.
Hold on, keep talking.
Why Cody has to win at Chamber because because Randy's been that guy. He's part of the legacies. There's a history there. I was really not things to say, Jamie. Thank you.
He was in crying at the door. He was banging on so loud, like, okay, now. What's up with you?
It could have been that loud. He wasn't picking up on the mic.
I could hear him, no, but that was even shouting to tell me. You got something to say? You got something to say? Is CM Punk coming back tonight, Gunther? No, he says no as well. You know.
No, I heard it. Yes. I heard it. Hell yeah.
But obviously that's the Randy Orton situation in it. But apart from that, I mean, Judgment Day, Drew McIntyre technically turned heel, but he really just attacked Jey Uso because of the history with the bloodline. So I mean, he is a heel, I guess, but I don't fully class him as a heel, really. He's like,
I think if he's gonna do a heel turn, this was a night where he has to do some type of solidify that he's gonna be a heel, or the Judgment Day are gonna try and take it too far where he then walks away, which brings them a man down, which means like they have a way to. It's the way the good guys win is because they're a man down with just one.
Oh, you think the face? I think the heel. I think Judgment Day are winning this, no doubt.
Really?
Yeah,
Randy's coming back.
Randy Orton being in there. Well, Randy Orton's not going to take the pin. He's going to walk out. I think Randy Orton's going to walk out.
No, I think they're going to win. They're all going to shake hands. You know, and it's going to be like, it's going to be like, we forgive each other. You know, everything's cool with Jay. Jay's like,
yeah, and then he RKO's him. He's like, I never forget. Out. Yeah, something like that. Possible.
You know what I mean? Shock from like everyone. Cody's kind of like in two minds.
True, but I mean,
it's more dramatic
as well. Like you should see it coming. Randy Orton's going to want revenge against Jey Uso. Or some sort of like confrontation or something.
Yeah, so maybe it's a matter of like, do they do a segment beforehand where Jay's like, Cody, like, have you seen Randy? Like, what's he saying? And Cody like, yeah, he seems to be fine. Like, he's not even mentioned you at all. He's quite happy.
They could do like a backstage like segment or something. Yeah.
See, like that's what they should have been doing on SmackDown or whatever. Sort of planting the seeds of like, have you spoke to Randy? What's he saying? How is he? And Cody's like, yeah, he's all right. He's like, what did he say about me? He didn't even bring you up. He was asking, what the plans were for the match. But it's all right. He is when we get together to talk about it.
Yo, Gustavo, welcome to the stream, mate. Maybe Randy wins, and after the match, RKO Jay, RKO Cody, and everybody. Oh my God, what are you doing? I mean, he is Randy Orton. It's possible. He is the Apex Predator. He could RKO everyone.
He is a legend killer.
Yeah. It's going to be great to see him, but I feel like it's kind of getting overshadowed. I mean, obviously, I'm a big CM Punk fan, but Randy Orton coming back is a big deal. A year and a half away, like, he's been wrestling how long now? He started in like 2002 or something like that, so been around for a while. Obviously, we grew up watching him and John Cena and Edge and all that shit, so.
We all hear voices.
How old we're getting now as well, like Randy Orton's at that point.
All I'm saying, though, is if he doesn't come out to Burning My Life.
He's not. He hates the song, doesn't he? He's not going to come out.
He's got to change. Never say never. Great song.
It is a good song, but
think about the lyrics. Like, if you go at lyrics, you know what I mean? Look what they've done to me. Like that'd be so great if he's going against the bloodline of lyrics.
True. Yeah, I get you, but I feel like at this point with voices, it's just synonymous with Randy Orton, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they wrote it for him as well. It's made for him, I guess. But 5 matches, I guess 6 maybe if we count the Punk thing, if that happens, but just 5 matches compared to AEW, we'll have like 12, 11 or whatever.
Yeah, but my shock is like, isn't LA Knight gonna have like a segment or something like she?
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. He had one last night with Kevin Owens, but
should
no
they
mention.
Be? That's what I'm waiting for. LA Knight versus CM Punk. That's the one that you need to see.
That would be good as well, yeah. WWE community is the reports of possible attack by Judgment Day and Randy. Could be really... yeah, I don't see that happening either, Gustavo. They're not going to take Randy Orton out of the match. No one's going to replace Randy Orton. Because that's one of the big selling points of the pay-per-views, Randy Orton.
Yeah, but what if something like that does happen, but Randy does come out? Like Punk's in the match, whatever. But Randy's just literally come out just to RKO Jimmy.
The only way I could see it happening is if, like, say, he's not fully recovered like it.
Punk GTS's holder.
Right, now we're getting to fantasy booking now.
You know what I mean? And then he says, fuck the Elite.
Oh, right, yeah, now we're completely going into fantasy booking.
Randy's also like, fuck the Elite. And everyone's like, fuck the Elite.
See, if this is AEW, it could happen because we all know Tony loves promoting matches that aren't going to happen. But WWE aren't going to be promoting Randy Orton since Raw. And then I'd be like, oh, by the way, he's not cleared, so he's not going to wrestle.
True.
So I don't see it happening, to be honest. But 5 matches, man. That's it. 5 matches.
5 great matches, minus 1.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, you rank them, and obviously you're going to have the filler match or, the come down match and everything like that.
Like, it is... I'm looking forward to War Games. That's both of them. They look really great.
Yeah,
the Miz and Gunther one is also.
Yeah, Miz and Gunther, and then I mean Rhea. I mean, obviously Rhea's my favorite women wrestler right now, but that match, I mean, there's no, you know Rhea's gonna win 100% really.
Not Jamie Hayter. Okay, well disappointed.
Well, yeah, but Jamie Hayter's been gone most of the year.
Sounds a bit like favoritism. Okay, excuses.
Did you guys see any chance of Judgment Day wins this match? I think they will, Gustavo, but Dylan thinks the faces will win. I think Judgment Day are going to win.
You bring him Randy back for I know he's not taking a pin, but he's going to be taking a loss.
Yeah, technically he'll take the loss, but like I said, if he walks out, he's not going to care, is he?
Who needs it more?
I'd say Judgment Day because they are, an actual team as well. They're a group, aren't they? So they're going to, kayfabe.
The point is, these guys have got together and put this, their issues aside to take it around. That's how much of a threat Judgment Day are.
They've got together, but they don't know about Randy yet. That's in kayfabe. They don't know what Randy's role going to be. Maybe Randy wants to came there for Jay. Maybe that's the only reason he's there. He don't care about winning or losing. He just wants to get Jay Uso.
Randy also knows how lethal they are. So he's put his differences aside. So when the match is over, he's like, all right, match over, Judgment Day dealt with.
Yeah, but he don't have any history of Judgment Day, though, does he? He's been gone the whole Judgment Day.
He knows that they're a threat. He's come back.
He also knows the Bloodline was a threat. And he has history with the Bloodline.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'll deal with this small threat now before they get any bigger. I do my boy Cody is solid. He's my boy. And then once I've done that, I'm taking care of Jay.
True. Yeah, there's different ways they can go with it, really. Doesn't this victory by Damage Control yesterday scare you? They don't just win. Oh, yeah. Did you know about that theory? It's been going for years. And if they win on the final show before the pay-per-view, that means they're going to lose on the pay-per-view.
No, I don't think there's much truth to that. I'm sure I've seen those guys.
I don't think there is either. But I mean, I can obviously see the logic. This guy, or girl, we're going to make him stand tall on the last show because they're going to lose on the pay-per-view. But yeah, I don't. Because if they did that all, it'd just be predictable, wouldn't it? We'd know exactly who's going to win every match.
We've seen where the good guy looked good going in and still won.
Yeah.
Or being beat and still, you know what I mean? We've seen it.
We've seen both situations, yeah. So I don't think it really means much. But Damage Control, Gustavo, I know you weren't here before when we talked about it, but I feel like Damage Control could lose, which, like Dylan said, it plays into the Bayley situation where maybe they're trying to, kick Bayley out the group or whatever. So
yeah,
I think they could lose that. But I'd say Judgment Day win. I think they should. I can see what you're saying. Randy Orton comes back and then technically loses the match, but it's 6 days build of Randy. I don't in kayfabe as well. I don't think he actually cares about War Games per se. He cares more about
That's what I'm saying though. He knows how much of a threat they are. It's
true,
I know I'm not being here, and so I know I come back. I know they were a threat. Come back to doubt with them before.
But he respects it though, because he was in Evolution. He was in Legacy as well with Cody. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah,
but he respects the hustle. Is I appreciate what you guys are doing.
No, it's not what he does. You know what I mean? He's all about taking care of business himself.
True. I want Damage wins, but Bayley eats the pin yesterday. Put so much fear in me. Yeah, same. Gustavo, we mentioned it before. She's so underrated, Bayley. I really do. Not to use this expression because I hate it, but give her a flowers. Give Bayley a flower.
Don't sleep on her because Jamie loves that expression.
I fucking hate that one so much. Don't sleep on him. Oh my god, man. What the fuck? Makes no sense. But yeah, Bayley, like I said before, Royal Rumble, man. She hasn't won the Royal Rumble yet. I think next year should be the time, but we'll have to wait and see on that one.
Title, it'd be great. We'd all love it. No one would say nothing about it.
No. And years for years, she was a face, and even I said, "Oh, she won't work as a heel," and she turned heel. And she's a better heel than she's a face.
Been the best fucking thing in the world.
So good. And she doesn't have to resort to she does cheap heat sometimes, but she's just entertaining and just the way she carries herself and shit.
Yeah, and the little pop shots she thinks of Michael Cole.
Yeah, Michael Cole. Yeah, exactly. So good.
So good.
But yeah, I mean, we still got 10 minutes to go, so George, just go through this card real quick again. Just in case.
Yeah. See what else.
The women's, I mean, they're going to have to start with the women's War Games, aren't they? Because you don't have them back to back. It's, you space them out. And it's a good way to start the show, really, as well. But like you said, I agree. I think Damage Control probably lose, which plays into the Bayley.
Well, I didn't say that. I say they win. Fuck you.
I thought you said they lose. I thought you said Bayley's. Oh no, yeah, you did, didn't you? Yeah, Bayley's not involved, and them three feel like they don't need Bayley anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll put money on that one at least.
I don't know. I don't know. Because the faces don't need, unless Shotzi gets the win. Shotzi does need the win. The other three don't. They're already made women, really. They're top stars, you know what I mean? If they win or lose, it doesn't really affect them.
Yeah, but I fucking like Bayley
and Asuka. And
Asuka.
Kairi Zayn.
Hey, you know
Sky
Sky.
right here, isn't it? This is your team.
You know Sky. I like you know Sky.
Your Sky as well.
Practically my fantasy. It's practically my fantasy right there.
Okay, well. One thing for me is clear: Damage Control wins. Judgment Day don't win. Yeah, I agree, Gustavo. Both heel teams won't win. It's going to be one or the other, which makes me feel like Judgment Day will win and Damage Control will lose. But could be the other way around. Could be either one. Next match. I mean, we had to talk about it before. Carlito's out in the match. It's going to be Dragon Lee against Santos. Santos easy win. Don't need to discuss it much more. Gunther and The Miz. Like I said before, like. It's simple storytelling, but it gets you invested inside the story. Like, you got Gunther, the big buller, and Miz, like, you know. I've got the other line here. Gunther also called all the crowd weirdos, and they all started chanting USA, and he's like, what does that mean? Like, so what, you're chanting USA at me? I didn't accomplish anything. I was like, there you go, Gunther, you're right. Like, what? Just because they're chanting USA, what the fuck does that do? It does nothing.
So USA.
USA.
Is that no one you hate? The USA?
I don't hate it. It's just like, unless it's like, you know, like the 80s or 90s when it was like the foreign heel or whatever, like, oh, this country's, you know, blah, blah, blah. And then you start chanting USA or England or whatever country you're in. But if you're chanting USA because the guy's, you know, calling you a weirdo or whatever, what?
You're all weird.
Sense.
You're all fans of a bunch of weird. You're just weirdos.
Kiss my feet, you little weirdo.
No.
Hey guys, Maurice is in Chicago and Royal Rumble is in January. Can I dream? I don't really like, you know, the Maurice, like, I don't know. I never had a good match of hers or whatever. I don't really, you know, I don't even remember much.
Maurice?
The Miz's wife.
Oh, right. No. Clearly no.
I don't think she fits in really anymore with this division. The division's evolved so much now, you know what I mean? It's not the Divas division anymore, you know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they could bring her in for a one-time Royal Rumble surprise or whatever, or some shit. Rhea Ripley against Zoey Stark. Easy win for Rhea, like we said before. And then, obviously, the main event, Randy Orton returning. Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn against Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. So it's going to be a decent show. Even if CM Punk doesn't show up, it's still going to be a good show. But if Punk shows up, obviously it's just going to elevate it even more. But, you know.
It's all there. It's all just...
It's a perfect time, really, isn't it? Like, the teasers are there, the timing's
like,
right.
Why would you set stuff... Why would you do that?
Why would you have Nakamura go out now and do the GTS, Punk's move on TV? Like, the other stuff I can understand, like, you know, vague hints, or Punk said this line years ago or whatever. Yeah, whatever. But if Nakamura's using his actual finisher...
I disagree. You know. I think him using the finisher is fine. Like, it's anyone use. Even Punk said, like, he took that off someone else. Like, it's not...
Yeah, he took it off Kenter, I know that, but...
He said, you know, you shouldn't be too you shouldn't be too precious about your moves kind of thing. Oh, that's one thing I want.
And you shouldn't. Like, in a super kick sense, you should.
Yeah, but that's what I hope he does in his match. Like, he does the buckshot, he does the V-trigger, he does the whatever. No, he just steals all of their moves. And he
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean? And Nakamura will sell them like a pro.
If Miz don't beat Gunther, who's going to do this? We have 1 month to Well, we got over a month. Royal Rumble's the end of January, isn't it? So we've got like 2 months, really, I guess. All of December and then most of January. If the Miz don't beat Gunther, I think LA Knight should. I think LA Knight should be the one to beat Gunther. Because I don't see LA Knight becoming world champion just yet. I feel like, you know...
Yeah, like, I think the Miz is going to win.
He could. It's possible. Assume CM Punk is in WWE. Do you think it would be more impactful for him to pair today or number 30 at Royal Rumble? I'd say today, but the Royal Rumble could work as well, obviously, on the road to WrestleMania. But like we said, tonight, not even just it's in Chicago, like, just the perfect timing of everything. Like, the way you've teased it, you've built it up and everything like that. I feel like tonight should be They could do Raw as well, technically, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, people are expecting tonight, and then he just shows up on Raw.
Again, like, he's... it's his hometown. Fuck AEW. Let's
Chicago.
get this.
It's nearly 10 years since he's been gone.
You know, Survivor Series is one of those big pay-per-views, has a lot of history. Fucking Undertaker.
Punk has history there.
Undertaker, like, that was his first pay-per-view. Yeah, so there's a lot of history with that pay-per-view in general. So,
True.
And they don't do anything in December anymore, do they?
I don't know if they do or not. They used to do TLC. I don't know if they do TLC or not.
I don't remember TLC being done.
I know they did that day one pay-per-view for a bit. I don't know if they're still doing that anymore. That was like January the 1st or some shit.
Yeah, the last time they did TLC was in 2020.
Oh, so pandemic. Yeah, it's 3 years ago. Can you imagine the pop of CM Punk WWE? I can't. Well, even last night on SmackDown, they were already chanting Punk's name in certain parts of the show. Did you see that video of after, like the dark match after it went off the air? Cody and Seth are inside the ring, and they're all just chanting CM Punk, and Seth's just got his face. He's like, I don't know what to do. Like, chanting CM, like, what do I do? What do I do with it?
The chanting CM Punk.
You know the deal. Welcome to the stream. Cult of Personality opens up show tonight, but Outlaws Grayson Waller saying, "Did you expect someone else to be a total troll job by WWE?" Yeah, it would, but I don't know if they would do that. That would just piss them off, wouldn't it? I don't know if they would do that or not. I mean, it's possible. That was the joke for years, wasn't it? It was like, the Miz comes out Raw Rumble to Cult of Personality. Or Baron Corbin comes out.
There's an NXT one on December on the 9th. Like that.
Oh, yeah, NXT Takeover or whatever. Yeah. So I guess they don't have a December show now. I guess it's just the long build to Raw Rumble, I guess.
Yeah.
After this.
Well, it's the lead into Wrestle.
Vince would do this troll easier. I feel like if Vince was still in charge, like fully operational, like running, I feel like he would bring Punk back. Because Vince over the years has been the guy.
Pay-per-view number of matches. Randy Orton. Yeah, 100. I was just looking up 181. Then came Undertaker, Triple H, Cena, Edge, Jericho, Big Show, Miz, Rey Mysterio. Fucking hell.
But yeah, if Vince was still there, I feel like he would bring Punk back. Because he's done it throughout history, like Hulk Hogan, Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart.
Yeah, he still got, let's not forget, like he still has power in a sense. Like,
he still has power, yeah.
If he wanted Punk back, he just has to say, like, Punk's coming back.
Yeah, he puts in a good word to TKO or whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah, like, again, that's what I'm saying, like, excuse me. Triple H has control of creative. Like, that has its limits in terms of, like, who he can hire and fire kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because there's a board, there's people, there's someone who gives that stamp of approval to say, yeah, you can do that.
True.
Triple H answers to someone, whether that is not Triple H. It's like Triple H answers to someone, unless that's Vince directly, or the other Khan that's out there, or whatever.
Nick Khan, yeah.
You know what I mean? If he has to answer to them or TKO or whoever, he has to answer to someone. You know what I mean? He probably has kibosh to say, like, oh, this is what we're doing creatively, and then Nick or whoever says, yeah, sure, whatever. Or you're like, oh, I don't want to use this guy, I don't like it, whatever. And Nick says, no, you have to, I want him used or whatever.
Yeah, literally, like Gustavo says, it comes down to TKO. I think you're right. Like, if TKO look at the metrics and the statistics of Punk, like, this guy's been trending all the time. The merch sales in AEW, even the history in WWE, like the merch is sold there. And obviously, the bottom line is they want to make money. They might just be like to Triple H, yeah, we want Punk back. So do some creative plans or whatever. Figure out like who wants to work with him, who doesn't. Bring him on select dates if you have to or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
there's ways to work around it.
Even if it starts like it's a matter of like we've made a deal with him already. These are his date. Like, this is he works. Is this how long his contract are? He works these dates. These dates he can't work. You know what I mean? He has these many holidays he's allowed to take. He has to give this much notice of this, that, the other. We have to do this, that.
Yeah, but the little clause won't like if anything happens like at least once, we're just gonna terminate. Like any backstage fights or anything like that. But I don't think that's gonna happen because that was the environment of AEW. Obviously, that's all the glue to say. Oh, he's just going to start causing more fights backstage. Like, I don't think he is. He never did in WWE, so I don't think he will now.
When your boss is encouraging it, and he said that on
video, and the fact that he's not even a boss, he must be a friend, and he didn't put his foot down or anything.
Yeah, the fact that he said, like, oh, I I kind of encourage it, or I like it, or I don't mind it. You know, it harvests back to when Vince was allowing it. It's like that's not how it works. That's not the best way to
No, it's not the best way.
To run a business, to encourage people to you know, a very good outlet.
Well, let's hope. They said this is the best Survivor Series of all time, and at the height, I fucking hate this emoji thing. At the height of WrestleMania, we'll see. Well, yeah, I mean, SmackDown last night was the most attended SmackDown of all time, apparently. It was like 17,000 people. They had the stage set up like they're going to tonight, where it's just
17.
17, yeah.
For SmackDown, that's a bit small.
Yeah.
What else was the arena? Yeah, but I thought they did big arenas.
No, not for SmackDown. They do it for pay-per-views, but not TV, really.
AEW Dynamite wishes it could fill 17. Wishes it could fill the fucking parking garage.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting either way, even if Punk doesn't show up. I'm going to see if there's anything, you know.
Yeah, I'll be checking Twitter.
Any Punk sightings or anything.
Well, we know he's there. He lives there.
Well, he lives there, yeah. We know he's there, but...
He was spotted at fucking Starbucks, like, around the corner from the arena. So you're telling me that isn't big red neon sign saying he's there?
True. But the thing is, with Triple H's booking as well, like the Bray Wyatt debut, we won't know until the last minute. Until the pay-per-view goes off air, there's any moment he could show up.
Yeah, I think Bray Wyatt was a different cattle when it comes to his sort of appeal.
Yeah, true. I'm saying they could still do the same thing. Like, say the War Games match ends, like Cody and all that walk up to the stage. It goes black, we hear the static, and then Punk comes out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think he's got to have a match, and it has to be Shinsuke, like you said. Why else would?
Yeah, well, even if it's not a match, you could come out and give the GTS to Shinsuke and then cuts a promo or some shit like that. Or
I guess, you know what I mean. Steal, you know, I understand you're stealing my moves, but I'll take your challenge to see you on SmackDown, because that's where you want to go to SmackDown.
True, but unless it's USA or whatever, like SmackDown's already got Roman and everything. We want stars on Raw, so
when's Roman ever on there? Really, like once a month.
True, yeah, but when you just show up, the ratings, you know, go up. Well, people tune in for the Tribal Chief, no doubt about it.
We got to hear what our Tribal Chief has to say.
But yeah,
he gets to anything else again.
Paul Potter, yeah, they have to. He
gets to win Paul Heyman. I'm so happy.
That'll be so good if it happens.
Never say never.
Never say never. But you know, talking about it, I mean, I don't know. I'm 75%. 75% Punk shows up.
Well, what are you thinking though? Like, he has his match with Shinsuke. What's next? What's your thoughts? I've said enough.
I'd say either Seth or Roman.
Really, like Seth or Roman straight away?
Yeah, why not?
I'm thinking maybe LA Knight. Well, LA Knight's later on, really. But who's next after Shinsuke? That could be Gunther. Could go after the Miz. You know what I mean? There's been some pop shots.
You could do the Miz. Yeah. There's history there. Yeah, just what I said. We got 18 votes. That's the most votes we've ever had. People say Punk's not a draw. I mean, fucking this just proves it right here. We're on 82 views already. 5 people watching. I mean, there's a lot of interest tonight for the show. So, but yeah, 18 votes. 67% say yes. 33 say no. So.
You 18. You wanna drop a like. That'd be much appreciated.
Yeah, drop a like. It helps out. A Grayson Waller segment would be perfect for this. Yeah, it's another way. Yeah, Grayson Waller could have a segment. Shinsuke maybe comes out, and then Punk maybe. I don't know. It's possible.
But never say never. We're looking forward to it.
Gunther versus Punk in WrestleMania and Logan versus LA Knight. Oh shit! Now you've said that, Gustavo, they probably will. Yeah, I could see LA Knight facing Logan. I don't want it to happen, but I could see it possibly happening.
I despise that my way every ounce of my body.
But yeah, anything else you'll talk about, or should we wrap it up?
Jericho's a stooge.
Jericho's a
golden stooge.
Golden. It's always golden with that.
Why is everything golden?
Alright, well, thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Check out those social links down below. Hopefully CM Punk comes back tonight. We'll have to find out, but we'll be live again next week. Until then, peace out, and